And we finally get to start the brand new arc in Black Clover, and boy, oh boy, must I say, coming into this one, we finally get to see Yuno after so long, and there is some stuff with Asta where it's like, are we gonna see, it's gonna be a while since we might see him fight for a while, because him and the rest of the Black Bulls are pretty had the shit kicked out of them. So going into chapter 74 as well, I got a lot of that, the nice little colour page that we got as well for like, even though it's part of Jump Giga of the Noel and Mimosa, I'm like, oh my god, like that is like, you know, this man just doesn't know how to stop Noel making colour pages and making that spicy content. I'm gonna say, you know, we have to ask at the end of the day and all that, who's, you know, best girl and all that. So far, is it Noel, you know, like, is it our girl Silver or is it Mimosa? Like, personally, I'm going on the Silver side like that. I like a little bit of that, but then of course we gotta remember that's Asta's girl, so you know, we gotta always respect like waifu grabs and all. They finally leave the Sea Temple after all this time. It's like, we see Kyoto and Kahono, and it's like, you know, Asta with his fucking 2 broken arms as he's leaving. He's like, hey guys, and all that, you know, don't give up on your dreams and all that. There'll definitely be magic out there that can cure your injuries. And it's like, I'm going to do my best to get my arms healed. So go get your voice healed, go get your arm. And it's like, oh yeah, I was here. Like, out of all of them, all that, like, Kyoto came out of it probably the best, because it was like, he got a fake leg that the priest gave to him, and like, out of all of them, like, you know, Kahono was like the one that's like, she can like breathe and she can speak, but she can like telepathically speak to people and all that. But it's like, she cannot like actually use her actual real voice. So yeah, this is the one where it's like, it sounds like we are going to meet them sometime in the future, that they are going to return at some day, and that would be really nice and all that. And I love that just immediately they all return. It's like, yeah, we're back to our fucking house, yeah, let's fucking party, let's get drunk, like that. It's like, coming in, Vanessa's like, big booze, getting drunk up, everyone's like partying, eating, chilling. I'm like, all these fuckers are here, and it's just like, I love that Asta's like, whew, I'm beating all that, good work out there, everyone. And like someone's just there like, you're the one that had his shit kicked out of all of us, you got 2 broken arms out of this situation, Asta, coming into it. And I was actually funny because it was like the last like member of like the Black Bulls, like fucking Gordon, who's like that really weird like looking guy, like with the hat and everything, and like the big fucking like black lipstick and like eyes. And I was like, oh, that guy was like fucking weird. And it was just like, what was always his entire deal? And it's like, oh, what's going on? He's super bummed out in the corner. And he's like, you think he's pissed? Do you think he's mumbling to himself? And then it just turns out and all that, it's like, you know, he doesn't like, he's a bit, he doesn't really like talking to people like that, but he does want some friends and all that. But since he doesn't know now, he's always very lonely. And I'm like, wow, this guy is fucking depressing and dark. It's like, I feel bad for him now. He's the one that got completely left out. So I think that might be saying, hey, maybe like next time we see like Asta in the group and all that, like getting another mission, maybe we might see a bit of Gordon, or maybe he just might always be that inside joke for the group. Say, yeah, let's just look at this weirdo like over here and all that. It's like always a loner trying to be on himself. Meanwhile, whilst that was happening, we got Yami and Asta going to the Magi Julius himself, and then we get into the whole thing. It was like, yeah, you guys need to do an autopsy on that fucking body and all that, on that Vito guy. He had a 3rd eye and all that. We got the interrogation and all that. You're gonna be doing all that. Here's the magic stone to prove that stuff's wrong, and like getting a little kind of more of the flashback between like, you know, Yami and the whole reason why, like exactly. Like Yami has so much faith in this man, and like why much like saying little Julius, and it was like, you know, like he even noticed immediately that Yami got more powerful throughout this entire like a little arc that they just had now, and he was just like, even like when all the people around him was like, what the hell are you thinking, man? Like, you know, like the Magic Emperor, like what the hell are you thinking about this, making a foreigner a knight and all that, and you want to make someone like him like a captain? You've lost your mind and all that. And like just going back and saying you've really become an outstanding like, you know, captain though, Yami, and seeing after that and seeing like him as like a little like teenager and all that, and saying you need to put a little bit thought into what you're doing, man, and all that, and saying like you trusted in me and all that, like I just want to prove that you're right and all that, since then show me the proof of what you are successful in accomplishing a task. Those words were like to your Sir Julius, and it's just like I want to prove to everyone else and all that you were right. I'm gonna prove and all that I didn't make that mistake either, and prove, and these guys are proving my point like that. And it's like, these are the future, and they're proving like my point, and then that just makes you look better, Julius. So it's a win-win-win-win like going into that, and it's just like, I like that Julius is like, you did good out there, kid, and all that. You did good. You're one step coming, like to become like your Magic Emperor. You know, good job and all that. And it's just like, although your arms got a bit fucked up, so yeah, that was gonna be happening, and we can't even have any downtime at all and all that. You know, like a big majority of the chapter was like kind of like adding in a little bit of comedy and adding into a little bit more mystery of like what's going on, like with the autopsy, like what they're going to be doing there. is when the Diamond Kingdom comes involved, and they just decide we've had enough, we're going to invade the entire Clover Kingdom, and they're coming out with like some of their like, I believe they were called like the 8 shining generals, like 3 of them like appear, like there's like these really like weird guy with like weird kooky hair like that, some old dude like that, and some weird guy looked like a giant woolly sheep and all that, and it's like, he's like, oh, you little bitches and all that from the Clover Kingdom and all that are about to get like spanked and all that, and it's just like, they're apparently on the level of captains, and it was like, that's where they're pretty much the most powerful knights in all of the Diamond Kingdom, and it's like there's something similar to like the Magic Knights, and it's like we got to deal with that. Whether or not though, if they're honestly on that level, and it's just like we have to honestly get there, because like, you know, we need to go back and up and all that, saying like, you know, like Siten is our main, you know, point of border defense and all that. If we lose this spot, we lose like, you know, the Diamond Kingdom forces just get to invade us, they could swarm us and all that, and saying, you know, like, and it's like, oh, what now, what, and all that, what's going on, like now, like as Yami's like just figuring out, there's more about it. It's like, oh, the last years we've always been like the first kid, like to aid the kingdom in its time of need, and it's like, you know, this is why they've ranked all the way at the top, and you see Golden Dawn, and you get to see Asta like it's the right there with his fucking with his Grimoire out, with his little like fairy out there, they're all there ready to go. It's funny though, you don't see Mimosa like any of them there, like, they're straight out there though. It's like, let's go and like wreck out some shit, and I'm guessing like what we're seeing right now, like also next to the captain of Golden Dawn as well, like you get to see like and also as well like probably like some of the elites of like the Golden Dawn that we're seeing. So I'm very curious to see like what exactly is going to do that. And now that we're actually seeing like after like a while, it seems like this has been happening in like the past current arcs. Like he came back in like the Diamond one, did that, and then after like the Zombie one, they had that kind of like a little clash like that, and then that after this we had like this arc. So like I kind of like that they keep trying to keep like put in the spotlight. He's just gonna like disappear for like 100 chapters and then just like, oh, come back. So they're definitely keeping him relevant, and also as well with the Golden Dawn. I'm very curious as well that now this is going to be the time to shine to show what they can truly do. So I am really interested in the fact that like let's see how much Yuno's improved in like the short amount of time that we haven't seen him. So I'm very much excited to see that, and just as well like I thought it was a really exciting chapter, a little bit build up, and I felt like it had a very good balance between both comedy, setting up this stuff with these like 8 shining generals. Like I'm really curious to see like what they're going to be doing. Although I imagine like these guys are going to get these 3 are going to get fucking crushed and all that. Like, they're going to be completely destroyed by and the entire of the Golden Dawn, and this like going to just add to the marks like this is why they're not the number ones in the entire kingdom and all that. So I am very much looking forward to what's going to be happening out there, and whether or not there's some more stuff going on to this, whether or not we might see like like have to go against his own Eye of the Midnight Sun at some point. I'm very curious to see what's going to be happening. Like that would be an interesting thing. Is like if the manga focuses on for a little bit, like that would be a really cool thing to happen. Saying like, oh no, we're gonna have whilst that gives a good excuse and all that to have like Asta take a break for a little while. So it's like, no, we're having this while Asta's healing. So that would be a kind of interesting thing. But that's all for me. So thank you much for watching. As always, I'll definitely give this chapter at the end of the day. I'm gonna give this one a solid 8. I thought it was great setup. I had a really good comedy as well at the start. We get some nice stuff about Yami. Also as well building up the mystery between like Vito as well with the the Eye of the Midnight Sun, especially with that third eye. A lot of stuff going on to there, and just especially as well like setting up like Kiyato and Kahono coming back like at some point and all that, and as well finally back in the spotlight. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Now we're going to see the Golden Dawn shine, and I'm really excited for that. But that's all for me. Thank you much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys though next time.